Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. About to take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Hey, 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 everyone. Hi, and welcome to Real Where Things Get Real. We talk about, well, whatever we feel. I almost forgot the intro to my podcast. That's funny because I've been doing so many guest interviews that I've been saying, hey, welcome to the Real Shy Power Pack series. And then I do my lives, and my lives is, hey everyone, it's the time again, the time for your daily dose of self improvement. So I'm laughing because I literally for a minute forgot which intro I was supposed to be using. This is what happens when you do too many things. It's so funny, hilarious, even. But guys, so this week I was supposed to have an amazing guest, part of the Power Pack series, Mr. Kellen Cosman. I want to say it's Cosman. I have to verify the pronunciation. Oh Lord. Um, but I was supposed to have him as my guest this week. But due to all of this Facebook, internet, bad weather, crazy stuff that's been going on, things have been down. My software is not working now. I don't mind saying my software. But then I don't know if I could get in trouble for saying it, all these brand and technicalities. But anyway, if you want to know what software I use, you can always hit me up. You guys know I have no secrets. I'll tell it. Because I am one of these persons who believe that even if I share my sauce, you're not gonna make the sauce the way that I make it. I can give you the recipe, but I am me and I am secure in that. I'm not saying that you go around being dumb as an entrepreneur, just give people your ideas, but it's okay to help others grow. That's the reason why I podcast to begin with. It's okay to help others because, guys, I'm, you know, today I'm going to be looking at consistency, persistence, perseverance. We're going to look at some key components to being an entrepreneur and a network marketer. But before we go into that topic, and I'm literally doing this topic off the top of my head, I have no notes. I just felt I was listening to music and I said, why wait for tomorrow? Maybe I'm super excited to be back on the mic again. But I was like, you know what? Why wait for tomorrow? Let's just do it right now. I mean, the energy is flowing. Let's get it done. So, I just want to share this tip with you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but people don't understand the law of reciprocation, okay? Meaning, whatever you give out there is going to come back to you. Now, some people call it the law of attraction. There's so many different terms for it. What goes around comes around. What you give is what you get. Guys, creating content is not just a marketing strategy. I need someone to understand this today. It is not just a marketing strategy. It's not just about lead generation. And that is good and that is key. But chasing leads is not all there is to being a marketer and entrepreneur. Now, while it's true your focus should be selling, guys, there is a secret law that says once you put value out there that you are going to attract people to you. Let people see your worth. Why should I connect to you? What do you have that I want at the end of the day? Because we know that people have loyalty to brands, but why? The quality, maybe the offers. For example, I shop on Amazon all the time. I say it all the time. And then the next place, if I don't like what Amazon has, I'll probably check out Walmart. I shop for everything on Amazon. I mean cereal, oatmeal. It's the craziest thing. And I could go to what do you call this? Not Sam's Club. The other one, Costco. But why? I prefer Amazon. I get it from the comfort of my house. I'm used to something. And I know the value that Amazon gives at the end of the day. I love the value, the quality of service. And that has worked because Bezos has built it to do that. Now, does Amazon give me something? No, but if something happens to my package, I'm almost certain that they're going to do something, reimburse me, um, give me something for free, maybe a month for free. They're going to make sure that I'm taken care of. What am I saying? You as an entrepreneur, you may not have the luxury of being able to do that. That is what your value is to you. Putting out your content, helping people is developing that relationship. If you're in any kind of sales or marketing, at the end of the day, you're in a relationship business. This is Chronicles of a Network Marketer. So again, I always have to give one of my network marketing stories. I'm going to give the story to you. So this week, literally this week, I was on a network marketing call. And I was talking to this lead, and I swear, now normally guys, the rule is that you cut the person off at about 15 minutes. 5 minutes if you tell it's going in no direction, especially if you've been in this for a while, like I have. After 5 minutes, I know whether it's going to go into a three-way call or whether this person is going to buy or not. And I had not been on the phone for a while, so it's not that I didn't know that, oh Lord, this person is just going to talk my ear off. But I just kind of wanted to get back in the groove and see how patient I would be. And it was an interesting call. It was fun to connect with this person. But this man spoke for like an hour. And I sat on the phone and I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. But I'm playing, guys. It comes with the territory if you're in network marketing. You can't avoid the phone. I try to a lot, but it's just not something that's practical. Now, affiliate marketing works a little different, but we can talk about that another day. But if you're in any kind of sales, even if you're an entrepreneur and you are just in the selling business, guys, whether it's a product or service, the phone calls, dealing with customers, developing relationships, especially if you're a small business, is inevitable. It's just something that you have to do, which is why value and giving value is so important. This is a key component of being an entrepreneur, of being a network marketer, and even an affiliate marketer, because there's so many other affiliates out there. Why should I click on your link? Because at the end of the day, there are probably 29 other people with that same link to that same company. Whether it be eBay or Amazon or AliExpress or whatever you're doing, there are so many other agents doing the same thing, or people doing the same thing from all over the world. They share a link, they generate leads, and then I click on it and I get the deal. Why would I keep coming to you? What is the key component? Relationship. We are in a relationship building business, and guys, this is not a race, a swift race. It's not a sprint, it is a marathon. It takes patience, it takes persistence, it takes resilience. At the end of the day, know your why, know your goal. What do you want? It has to be bigger, way bigger than the challenges that you will face. And I'm not one of these network marketers who come here trying to pretend like it's all easy. The lifestyle is great after you have achieved it, but the road to get there takes work. It takes work. It takes creativity. It takes thinking outside of the box. For me personally, recently I had to realize, for me to level up and to go to where I want to go in both network marketing and affiliate marketing, I had to use my gifts. I had to become creative. I had to use my gifts. And for me, that is film. It's film, that is writing. So I had to step up my game and use what I've been given. What have you been given that you're not using? Because that is another key component to being a successful entrepreneur and network marketer. Number one, we said it already, you're developing relationships. Number two, use your gifts. So number three would be, guys, persistence. Persistence. Doing it, and doing it some more. You've got to do it. There are things that you have to do. You have to be persistent and you have to get it done. Now, persistent is not spamming. If someone has shown that they're not interested in something, or if they give you a thumbs up, which means, hey, I don't want to offend you. I mean, sometimes I wonder, do network marketers not? Because it happens to me. You know, I'm thinking, dude, I've already said thumbs up, or I've already said thank you, but I can't take on any more projects. And you're still sending me messages. Guess what? The thumbs up meant I'm trying to be nice. I'm not interested in what you have to say, but good job. Keep doing what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm interested. No, duh, because someone who's interested is going to actually ask for more information. So a thumbs up does not mean that you keep messaging this person or people, because they have already told you no. And that is not persistence. That is spamming. That is being annoying. That is working to get blocked. And striving for no's, that is not striving for no's. Absolutely not. That is not striving for no's. That's just being a spammer and being annoying. And putting a horrible name on our brand and on what we do, you know, as network marketers. It's just horrible. So that is not what the person wants when they give you a thumbs up. If they have interest, they'll tell you. And at the end of the day, if you keep putting out your value and building relationships, liking their posts and doing the things that we need to do, and you are consistent with that, which is my next point, then they just may one day want your service or need your service. And I'm not saying don't be hungry. I'm not saying don't stay hungry. Don't go after leads, because I'd be a hypocrite. Do whatever you need to do. Be persistent. Okay, so consistency, doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing when you're supposed to be doing it. Sometimes it is very difficult to be consistent. Things happen. It could be a health issue. It could be a time change. With me, because I podcast, it could be I have an interview, so my whole day switches. Like today, when I was supposed to have the interview, everything has to change. So I may not be able to post exactly at 12 for my midday motivation, or post, or whatever I'm doing. Now, a lot of my things are set in automation, but there are some things that gives a little more trouble to put in automation, like Facebook, right? So I have to do these things manually. And I don't know of an automation app or system for Instagram. If there is, please let me know, because I need one desperately. And I'm not talking about like messaging and following or any of these things. I mean like literally posting. So you have to do that manually if that is a platform that you use. YouTube, whatever you use, then you kind of have your routine, and you kind of sometimes it's difficult to be consistent. But guess what consistency is? Consistency is showing up when you said you would. You have a live, you schedule a live, you are there. You people expect your post every morning. Actually, someone messaged me about 3 weeks ago and was like, keep posting these business posts and these tips, because I love it. And I was like, really? I mean, because I'm not seeing any likes or comments, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe people just see it but don't see it. But I did not realize that she's an entrepreneur, and I was just like, wow, and she's all the way in the islands. So, I was like, wow, you like it? Because I didn't know, guys. And there may be a lot of people going through your space, whether it be your timeline, your feed, whatever you're using, that see your content and they love it. Show up, be consistent, be persistent, keep going, keep doing it. And the last one is perseverance. Persevere. Oh my. That to me is the strength of an entrepreneur, and especially a network marketer, sorry, to persevere despite everything that is thrown at you. Guys, this game is intense. We know this. If it was easy, everyone would do it and everyone would win consecutively. But that's just not how it is, sorry, because we're dealing with people. We're dealing with sales. We're dealing with psychology. There's so many components to this thing. And not to say that it makes it complicated. It just makes it what it is. At the end of the day, you have to put in the work. You have to be persistent, consistent, and you have to persevere. You have to push past the rejection. I hate rejection, and I'm never going to like it, and I'm not going to pretend that rejection is something that you get used to. You grow crocodile skin at a point, and you really just don't care, because you just kind of like, yeah. But it's not something you get used to. After a while, if you're not careful, rejection can really mess with your self-esteem. That's why you have people doing all of these affirmations and all of these things and getting all this negative energy off of them. Because at the end of the day, nobody likes rejection. Another thing is closing. Closing can be so difficult if you don't know how to handle objections. Okay? Let's talk marketing here. Objections. And that is not just for network marketers. That's for anyone. I have a free group and I still get objections to a free group. Come on, how is that possible? It's free. The trainings are free. The content is free. It's like they have nothing to pay and they want to learn marketing, but they are so pessimistic, and people are just so paranoid to the word scam. And I'm thinking, how can you be a marketer and you're paranoid to wondering if it is really free? There's one way to find out. You join and you find out. You know what I mean? And to me, I make an offer. Hey, would you like to learn this, that, and that? You either join or you don't join. If you don't, somebody else will. And I don't chase leads. Maybe I should, but I just don't. I don't. I give you the opportunity. You say yes, you say no. And if not, the right person will come around, because I'm still out there doing what I need to do. I'm out there persevering, pushing, and being consistent. But that is me. That might not be you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, guys, the key components to being an entrepreneur, a network marketer, relationship. Definitely, we're building relationships. That is the most powerful thing. building relationships, not just with customers, but with other entrepreneurs that you can learn from, and that can position you as an authority in this game. Then, guys, please, 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 let's remember the spamming thing. I mean, I don't get it. Even in my group, okay, I'm just going to share this. Even in my group, I have literally 3 questions before I accept you. And I literally ask, do you understand that there is no self-promotion? This is not what this group is about. It's literally a training group, and people still find a way to spam in my group. They send it and I don't approve it, and I delete it because I'm thinking I don't do it to other people. If I'm going to post something and I think it may be spammy, I literally ask admin, hey, I'm going to post this. Do you think that it's okay? Is it okay? Is it within the regulations of the group? Because I'm in so many groups at this point that I can't remember the rules to them all. Some of them I know because, they might be leaders or whatever. I know what they are. But I literally ask if I think it's going to be spammy. That's called respect. At the end of the day, that's called integrity. I don't just go about spamming links. There's some groups that are spam groups. Literally advertise for free. Go there, share your link, try your luck, have fun. But if a group says that this is that, you have a choice when you join it. So the spamming thing is not persistent. I'm going to say that again. It's really not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Sometimes I'm going to say it's not. It's not. At the end of the day. Anyhow, going back to it, I forgot point 2. That's so funny. Well, you can always listen to it or replay. But guys, these are the key components, and the 3 that I really want to drive would be the persistence, consistence, perseverance. Guys, I literally forgot point 2. This is so crazy. It is what it is. Again, like I say, listen to the replay. All right, guys. So I'm not going to make this podcast episode super long. I think I have hit the points that I want to hit. Again, listen to this over and over if you have to. Listen to these points that I gave, guys. These are 5 powerful tips. But now it's time for my favorite part of the podcast. I think this is the part that I miss the most. Power play. So guys, today's power play is actually based on last night's live. So last night, if you do follow my podcast and my lives, then you would have heard most of this before, but not as in depth. So I'm not going to go into details. But last night I did a live on friends and money. And I went into 8 different types of friends. Now, if I were to go into them right now, it would take at least an hour or so, half an hour at the most. And we don't have that kind of time, do we? So you can always check out one of my social media accounts and look at that video. And I think I've shared it in so many different places at this point. But anyway, guys, friends and money. So I'm going to try to summarize this real quick, okay? In 5 minutes. When it comes to friends and money, there are different types of friends, and I identified 8 different types of negative friends. And you have users, you have con artists, you have frenemies, you have secretly jealous friends, and so many other types of friends. You have those that are just liars, always have a story as to why they need money. And my advice to you as an entrepreneur, as a marketer, is exactly what I said to every single person who was under the sound of my voice, and probably still is if they're looking at the replays. Guys, when it comes to friends and money, you have a choice to make. You have a decision to make. There is no line when it comes to friends and money, because at the end of the day, 2 things. 1, you give someone some money as a gift. It's just that. You do not expect anything in return. That is being a friend. The second thing is, when you lend a friend money, if this person is your friend and you value them and they mean something to you, now what you're doing, you're hoping that their integrity kicks in and that they give the money back. First of all, you're not giving money that you need. Why? Because sometimes deals fall through. Things happen and this person can't pay you back. So then what do? You're mad, you're upset, there's tension in your friendship, and these things have been known to end friendships. Because I need my money, you said you'd give it to me, this and that and the next. So don't give money that you need. I'm not saying be selfish, but that's the real at the end of the day. The next thing is when you lend money to a friend, just write it off in your head. Hope in your heart that this person this person is gonna give you that money back. Sorry, I'm laughing. I just remember something. But hope in your heart that this person is gonna give you this money back. But in your head, let it go. Release it, please. Just say, all right, hopefully they pay me back. But at the end of the day, it's my bud. They need something. I'm there for them, because it is what it is. You may or may not get this money back. Does it make it right? No. But it is real. That's exactly what's going to happen. Something might happen. They might not be able to pay you back like they thought. Like I said, deals fall through. Stuff happens. Emergencies come up and they might need the money to do something else. Who knows? But where it comes to friends and money, there's no line. There should be no line. There's nothing. Do not mix them. The two should not mix. Friends and business, bad ideas. Do friends make good business partners? No, not all of the time. Sometimes yes, and most times no. Example, Microsoft, boom. Apple, boom. Look at it. History has shown friends, and maybe you might be saying, I have a friend and we're business partners. Okay, there are exceptions to every rule. Okay, kudos to you. That's what's up. Generally, no, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Another thing that we're doing with friends, we're looking at, especially when it comes to money. Remember, we're talking about friends and money. We're looking at the time we've known this person. Again, I'll say new friendships. I really just want to touch on this one. The newbie is one of the type of friends I talked about. People tend to say that new friendships and people that just come into their life treat them better and stay longer and are more loyal than people who have been there for years. Now, while that might be true, a lot of times it's not true, because with a new person, you only know whatever they've told you and whatever they've shown you. Guess what? Time is what? Time is what shows you this person for who they are. Okay? It shows you their personality, it shows you their mindset and all of these beautiful things. But guess what? Where it comes to lending someone your money, you're looking at the amount of time you've known this person for. Their patterns. How do they behave with money? How do they behave with other people and money? You're looking at their actions, not their words, actions. What do they do in situations with the money? What do they do? What kind of person are they? And you're looking at their mindsets. Because if someone has no value for their money, they're not going to have value for yours. And as entrepreneurs, network marketers, we work too hard to make a buck, to go out there. And I don't care if your net worth is $10 million. At the end of the day, you've worked hard for every cent of that $10 million, and it's your money. So you have the right to share it with whom is in need and whoever needs it, or however you want to. But do remember, don't get mad when this person doesn't pay you back because you forgot to be safe. Now, I'm going to share a quick joke. A lot of times when it comes to me, and I am a giving person, it's actually one of my gifts. But where it comes to me and certain people, when I have to lend or give them money, they say that I treat them like it's a business deal. It kind of is. I'm your bank. I'm giving you a loan. I'm ready to make you sign up a contract at the end of the day because you want my money. So I need some kind of security. What are you going to give me? Give me a chain. I'm playing. I don't go that far. But I'm just saying, remember, you're a business person at the end of the day. So let's make wise and conscious decisions at the end of the day. Whatever is best for, first of all, our business or company, and for us as individuals. All right, guys, so that's my time. Probably won't hear my voice again for a while unless there's some other problem with some internet or something. I guess you won't hear me until like April, or unless you join my lives. All right. Hope to see you again soon. Bye. See you next time.